Folks, we have made it. We are in a new country, first time, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Just arrived. It's around 6:40 p.m. Still super light outside for how late it is. Just my first little walk around here. I just put my stuff in my hotel, checked out the mall. I'm right at the KL Central Mall, and I'm just staying right down the street. Yeah, it's a little bit rainy here, so I was gonna take like a long walk, go to the city center, but I don't think it's the time for it. I started to walk that way and the rain started coming down, so I decided to turn back around and keep it more local for today. Just like give a quick first impression walk around. Yeah, like my literal first impressions when driving in a taxi to like here, from the airport was, this is very different than Thailand. It's a lot more different than I expected. It reminded me of like the jungle, like on the side of the road, the trees, it literally looked like a jungle. And so right off the bat, that was my first thought of like, this is different. This is not Thailand, you know? And now that I'm like in the city, yeah, definitely not quite the same as Bangkok by any means, you know? Sure, it has this like Southeast Asia flair, the Southeast Asia look that like you would expect, but yeah, very unique place, different than anywhere I've been, you know. Like I've spent time in Indonesia, but this doesn't really remind me of Indonesia. Now I've spent my time in Bali, so maybe that's why, but yeah, very cool. Already getting a lot of like hits of Indian food smells going on, so my first thought, I want some nasi lemak. That's what I really want to have. Oh, rice cooked in coconut milk with coconut flakes as well. I don't know exactly where to get it. Do I just get it at a completely random spot to start off? Probably. You know, I'm probably gonna look it up on my phone, find a spot to try some nasi lemak. Could go for some chicken rendang, some beef rendang as well. Yeah, that's the plan for tonight. Just like give a quick walk around and try a little bit of food. It looks like it's going to continue to rain and potentially rain harder than it is now. So yeah, not too sure where I'm going or anything. So looks like a big city, the kind of city that, you know, you can't really just walk place to place unless you know where you're going or in certain areas. Looks like somewhere you need a car or a motorbike, you know, take taxis, take public transportation. So I'll have to learn the ropes in the first few days. You know, I'm the type to just kind of walk everywhere. I don't know if that's going to be super possible here. You know, like the Petronas Towers are probably about an hour walk from here, according to maps. And so, you know, of course I got to do the Petronas Towers video and go check out that area. It's just how it goes on YouTube, you know. It's just what the people want. It's what I want. So yeah, probably tomorrow we'll go more into like the city center, KL, and explore over there. I feel like that's where I've seen most like content from, more than over here. This area is called like Central, Central, Central with an S, which throws me off because Central spelled with a C. But you know, it was pretty close to like the city center, and there was like a lot of pretty cheap condos over here, Airbnbs, and even like Agoda. So just picked something over here for the moment for a couple of days, get a feel for the city, see if I liked the area, see if it was good. I will probably end up staying in city center, yeah, after this time is up at this place. Most likely, you know, first we'll go explore over there, see how it feels. Also have to do a little research. I didn't do any research, folks. I just popped on over here. I've watched videos, that's about it. Enough to know that I wanted to check it out. Original plan was go to Vietnam. That plan got a little bit fumbled. So I applied for the 1 month e-visa, which I got. I didn't know that you can get 3 months. I didn't know they changed it and you can stay for 3 months now. And so I was kicking myself. I only requested 1 month and got approved. Then I ended up staying in Bangkok longer, you know, over a week longer. And so I had under 3 weeks left on the visa that I had applied for, and like not time to apply for another one. So I just decided, let me just check out Malaysia. Short flight, cheap flight, you know, never seen it. I've always wanted to try the food, so yeah, that's the big reasons. Like I can stay anywhere from a week to 3 months if things go really well, and you know I want to go to Penang and Langkawi and some different areas. It's an option. For now, I'm going to post up in the city. You know, it's been nice being in Bangkok, so I think it's a good transition coming to the city. Actually, yeah, first impressions, very cool. Such different style of like design, and like the storefronts of the buildings, just it's very different. A little bit Bangkok-esque, these ones, because it's like kind of old style with the balconies, you know, the bunch of clothes on the balconies. So that reminds me of Bangkok, but everything else very different. I do wonder, yeah, I think you have to press the button on the things to cross, right? And it will turn green. Maybe somebody else pressed it, or you know, every city is different. Sometimes, and every part of every city is different. Sometimes you press something and it changes. Other times you just walk on up and it turns green for you. So how the hell am I supposed to know, you know? Interesting. Silk Palace. Look at some of these places, really like, yeah, I guess it does have like a real Indian flair to it, huh? It's kind of, you know, I get a little bit more Indonesia influence here for sure, you know, with the, I guess the clothes and yeah, just like the way people look here in general, the way Malaysians look versus Thai people, you know, is more toward Indonesian. So feels like a mix of Indonesian and Indian to me. Oh, here we have a bunch of food. Looks like a lot of fried stuff in there. Let's see. Yeah, I would like to come across an area where I can just kind of walk around and kind of see food sitting out, you know, maybe like a night market type thing, which there definitely are. I don't know if they have them over here. So here we have some food, a lot of colors. That is one thing I've observed here, very vibrant, very vibrant. You know, I don't know what, this almost looks like India Town or Little India. I mean, it actually has to be. It truly has to be. I had to really stop and think about it for a second, but yeah, this is like a Little India. Okay, that makes sense. That makes all the sense. I was like, damn, there's a lot of Indian influence in Malaysia, but okay, that makes sense. It's like going to Chinatown in Thailand or somewhere, and being like, wow, there's a real Chinese influence to the city. Some desserts, almost looks like whole cakes here. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Looks very good.
Yes,
Very good. I cannot have sugar. No sugar. Cannot. Very sick.
Oh, okay.
Looks good though. Really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. That looks nice. I love sweets. I just can't have it. Hey. People, that's the second person who's just like looking at me smiling and waving. I like that. People seem very nice here. Very friendly. See the colors? It's just like super vibrant. It's cool. I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't really, I'm not gonna look at the maps. I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit and get lost. And then I'll assess the maps, check out the food. It seems like they're bumping a little partay right there. I believe this area I'm at now is called Brickfields. I think that's the part of KL that this is. Anybody who's a KL expert can maybe tell me a little bit better, but on the map says Brickfields, and I've seen a few like signs that say Brickfields on it, so assume that's a neighborhood. You see up here it gets very much like turns into a highway, so I'm gonna have to even turn around or maybe turn right, get off of the like main road. That might be where I can find some treasures, would be away from the main road, right? So let's go down this way. This looks like I feel like a real local food spot here. Hello. Interesting. Yeah, much, not Indian actually. This is very Malaysian. Nasi goreng. I don't know if that's an Indonesian dish or if it's a Malay and Indonesian dish. I'm not sure. Of course, there's a lot of nasi goreng in Bali in Indonesia too. I mean, that's the only place I've had it. Yeah, I'll probably just have to sit down and try a place. You know, sometimes I'm a little bit too much of the type to like need to look at reviews. Always wanting to go to the place, you know, people are recommending in Reddit or has really good Google reviews. I really sift through it. That's how I typically like to do things. I can't help it. That's kind of how I am now. And it's hard for me to just pop in a spot and ignore that, but sometimes it's the way to go. And yeah, I think sometimes I'm a little too much like that. And the only time I will go to a random spot is like if nothing's open or I can't find something. Yeah, but maybe I just have to pop in somewhere. What do you guys think? Do you like to just walk around and find something and sit down and order? For you, is that like part of the fun? Is that part of the thing? Or are you like me where you look up the reviews, you look up the neighborhood, you look up the best in the area, and you like seek out those spots? This is a good one. I want to know in the comments. Let me know. See that influence, traditional influence here. Old school shops going on. Yeah, everybody seems pretty cool with the camera. They like to nod and smile, so that's something good to see. I'm sure people do vlog here, but I doubt it's like something they see every single day or super often. Yeah, I think even the cities where people vlog often, I don't see it that often, you know? Like, even in Thailand, a very popular place to vlog. Even in Bali, you don't see it like a lot where people are literally vlogging. You'll see people taking photos, or recording like little clips sometimes, but way less often do I see somebody doing what I'm doing right now, walking down the street, talking to a phone, you know? But it happens and I see it, but it always stands out when it happens. It's raining kind of hard now. I just wanted to get a look at this building, this like very old school building here. Wow. And of course, right next to some big condos. It's just how it goes. Yeah, it seems very much old style mixed with modern here. That seems to be the gist of KL already, you know. Yeah, really curious about the different neighborhoods here. Since I know nothing, it's like such a big city. I feel so small in this area on foot and not knowing anything. It's like, I know there's a lot to this city. There's a lot of good food in this city, especially. To be honest, that's mostly what I came to do, try the food and just see a new environment. There's not like any specific, specific things I came to do. Otherwise, like specific thing I came to see. I don't really care about most tourist destinations or most like monuments or stuff like that. Maybe I'll go check stuff out, but like I won't go to a city just to see a thing. Like, I'm not coming here to see the Petronas Towers. I'm not coming, I'm not gonna go to New York just to see the Statue of Liberty. Or I probably won't even go if I am there. That's just how I am. I just never cared about that kind of stuff. Like, I grew up in Philadelphia in America, and we have the Liberty Bell. That's our like cool historical thing. And you like go see the Liberty Bell. You go to this museum, this place, and it's just like a bell that's there. And there was always like the grown-ups who would get so serious about it and always were like a little bit weird if you were not like super interested in it. I always just thought it was so lame, or I just, to me it was uninteresting, right? I get there's a lot of history. Maybe if I was more attached to the history of a place, or more, I don't know, felt like a little more connected to it in some way, I would care a lot more. But yeah, I've never been one to care about monuments, statues, like historical sites and stuff like that. Again, maybe I'm too ignorant. I don't know enough about a lot of things, and so To me, it's just like a bell or a thing. But yeah, that's who I am, folks. That's how I am. Something about this is cool, even the way that highway connects and is just a bunch of trees and greens. Yeah, it's like that mix of like nature, you know, that urban jungle thing. It's cool. I really like it. Concrete and nature together. There's a harmony to it. That's part of the reason I like Bangkok and certain areas of Bangkok that are more green, you know. Oh, I'm really out here today in this rain. It is, you know, it's not to be taken lightly anymore. You know, let's see how much this picks up. But now I'm kind of committed to go pop in a spot. You know what, I'm gonna get some shade. I'm gonna get some cover from the rain, and I'm gonna search for some nasi lemak, some rendang, something like that. Search a popular spot in the area, and see what I find. Head towards it. Confirmed, Little India. There's the sign. You know, one thing I gotta say right off the bat, the diversity in this place is much, much more than Thailand. So many different types of people here that it's almost like catching me off guard to see people who look a certain way, or so many different types of people, because it's not something that happens in Thailand at all. It's like a lot of the same types of people over and over, especially in certain areas, and so that is like super refreshing. Yeah, I've literally seen somebody who seems to be from every country, like constantly so far. So interesting, very interesting. I like that. It's like one of the one of the only issues I really have, like in Thailand in general, is like the areas are so, you know, either all Thai or it's just all Russian. It's like you're not really usually getting areas that there's a lot of Indians, Africans, also Americans and Australians and stuff, in like almost an equal amount. Not saying that it's equal here. Of course, it's probably mostly Malaysians, Indians. I'm sure there's, the predominant types, but definitely a more even mix than Thailand. So that's cool. Actually gonna go back and go into the central mall here. First mall in Malaysia. Just check it out, see what it's like. I don't think I'm gonna eat in the, I think like food court or mall food, not the first choice. Like I refuse to get the first thing in the mall. I'm just gonna pop in and look around, you know, see how it feels compared to, you know, malls in other countries. But after that, I'm gonna find a food spot. It's that King Fisherman, baby. Now it is the end of March, you know, going into April now, and from what I've read, these are the rainiest months in KL. This is the monsoon season. So we will see. Weirdly, the weather's been getting all over the place in Thailand too. Like it is still sunny, but it's been way less sunny. A lot more cloudy days, a lot more gray skies as of just recently. But I now know from some of you in the comments that this is like the hottest time in Thailand, April as well. So we'll see. I think it will be sunny here at times, and then surely there will be rain here as well. I tried not to let it affect my choice too much. I mean, like I said, originally I was planning on going to Vietnam for this trip, and that got changed, so that's pretty much what happened. Vietnam, still going to be visiting soon enough. You know, I think after KL, I will probably go back to Thailand for a bit first. I'll probably check out some new areas in Thailand too. It's up in the air between like Hua Hin, Koh Samui, Phuket, Koh Phangan. You know, I'll probably hit all of these places. We'll see. I'm going to put some kind of tour together, but you know, for now, that's just kind of my loose thoughts. I'll probably do a poll as well and see again where are the most popular places, because I know Bangkok and Pattaya, everybody voted the most. But the rural, off the beaten path areas also ended up getting a pretty good amount of votes. So maybe I will slide into Isan or something at some point. Another thing I've gotten a lot of comments about is like, yeah, I should go to Isan. I feel like that's a new cool thing that everybody just wants to say or just wants to do. Go to Isan, you know, because other people weren't going there, or because it's more rural, because it's less like heavy tourist area. So at some point, I think people were like, okay, I want to be a little different. I want to go to Isan. I want to be one of these guys. But then there's a lot more of those guys now. Now there's a lot of those guys who are very Isan everything. And that's fine. I'm not really talking shit. It's just like an observation that recently it's almost trending, or it's gotten quite popular that to like push Isan on people, or like tell people like, you know, you're doing it wrong, go to Isan kind of thing. But I'm gonna check it out anyways. And let's see what this mall looks like. Okay, we got some food off the bat here, and a grocery store. Oh, that's always nice to see. I don't actually have a kitchen at the moment, not like a proper one, and so I'm not gonna be cooking, but it's all right. I'm actually looking for a spot with a kitchen to change to. But yeah, grocery store, I mean, looks nice, you know, but I don't really need anything in there at the moment. Ooh, they got a big smoke. Big smoke, baby. I am off the weed. I am off the cigarettes, the tobacco rather. It's a nice little organic bath shop. Pharmacy. These places look so modern. These places do look like super modern, you know, like very nice, very modern. Almost like you could see something in Brooklyn, like this kind of, yeah, this like gentrified look. But it's quite nice. It's actually really nice. It's much, I say, nicer than I expected. I don't know why I always thought of Kuala Lumpur as being maybe a little dirtier, but it feels very clean off the bat. It feels really like, it feels clean. It feels just as clean as Bangkok or cleaner. So I don't know, that's just my first impression. But Maxis, you know, that's the SIM card I wanted to get. I couldn't remember the name, and I also didn't see it at the airport. And I desperately wanted to get some data at the airport. I was trying to find my way without it and take the train and all of that, and I was just like, nope, no. So I just caved. It's only $10. It was like 50 ringgit. Mixu, I see that place a lot. I think that's also a chain in Thailand. Oh wow, we have Guardian. It's a chain in Indonesia. Say like a pharmacy chain in Indonesia. Remember way back in the day, it was like one of my spots where I would, you know, go on a night out, load up on farms, you know, Lyrica, Valium, yeah, and I'd go party on it in Bali, and that was like my version of drinking, my version of getting effed up, you know. But those days are over, folks. But Guardian, you know, good times, good memories. That's what it's all about. You can tell right off the bat, there's a lot of like vape shops. So just like Indonesia, I think that Malaysia got on the vaporizer train, the nicotine wagon. Yeah, I mean, they have everything. In Thailand, they don't sell these. Still illegal. I don't think that it should be illegal. I think if you want to get it, you should be able to get it. I don't know when it comes to like how tempting are they for kids and how much more likely are kids to smoke because of vape access. You have to look at the numbers for that, but like in general, I think it's a nice thing to allow it in the city. Maybe don't advertise it like crazy and put it in every 7-Eleven or something. I don't know the right way, but I think you need to let people do what they want to do. I think especially with vaping, tobacco, marijuana, alcohol. Yeah. But yeah, we're back in vape land. Try not to get on the vape train like I did in Indonesia. All the cafes. There's real cafe culture, I can tell already here. A lot of like new, kind of nice cafes. I don't want to say fancy, but like fancy leaning, you know. Girls here are unbelievably hot. Like, all different types too, but I don't know. Everything I've read tells me that this is not a good place for dating, you know, because of religion, Muslim, and yeah, most women I think looking for a long-term relationship here. But like on first glance and upon opening Tinder, you know, it looks freaking amazing. So I'm gonna have to see how things pan out, right? Interesting. Very interesting. There is a lot of stores in this mall. This is huge. Wow, folks, I didn't even look all the way up, but like so many floors. Okay, that I did not realize. Vans. I do like to see all of the main staple shops, like that I would even have in America, are all here. You know, if you need to buy a pair of Vans, a pair of Nikes, like sports equipment, you need, just like certain things, you can come get it at the mall. Groceries, you need, you know, home goods, bath goods. It's here. H&M, you know, you have like more budget clothes, you have more expensive clothes, but not like super luxury shopping. That's what I like. It's like you come to shop a little bit, you come to get stuff that you need. Those are the malls I like more than like luxury designer malls. Those malls are not that interesting. Those shops are typically very uninteresting. Now, as much as I actually like fashion and clothes, like if you go to Bangkok and you go to shop in like the retail outlets or just the retail stores of these brands, it's, you know, it's not that exciting or interesting. I'd rather like look for more interesting shops that sell those designer brands or secondhand or something like that. I don't know. It's just not that exciting for me going into Off-White, going into Balenciaga, going into those stores and looking at the crazy retail price. Maybe I'm just priced out. Maybe it's not for me. Even when I had plenty of money, I was never doing that. You know, it just doesn't feel that cool. But I like the clothes sometimes. I do like that the like little stands in here are mostly, you know, like local goods. That's what it looks like. Everything from jewelry to bags, socks, but probably more local brands, you know. So I'm just getting used to the money, but this would essentially be like $4.50 if I'm not mistaken. Wrong. This would be around $3, a little under $3 US. Nailed it. Phone cases. I mean, maybe they're local. Anytime I see a phone case, I just think, okay, that's made in China. It's just how it goes. Any like, I don't know, any goods, any cheap goods, for the most part, to me, it's like, oh, well, these are China items. Clothing, you know, even if I'm in Thailand or Malaysia, I assume that it was made in China. Maybe sometimes not. I'm sure they can get cheap factory work, like in Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia as well. Hey, we are on floor who knows what. There are so many damn floors. Truly, I have no idea. I couldn't even guess. You know, 3, 4, 5? No clue. Oh, wow, lucky gems. Uncut gems. Check that out. Pretty cool. I like that. That's different. I mean, I probably wouldn't decorate any of that stuff in my apartment necessarily, but it looks cool from a distance. Looks like we might be getting to a floor with food, actually. Now, I did say I wouldn't get food in the mall, right? So let's try and hold myself to it. Now, the food in Thailand malls can be fantastic. I just don't know if that's the same case here in Malaysia. You know, if I knew for sure, if this was like Terminal 21 quality food, like in Bangkok, then I would just go for it, you know? So look, it is that same style, you know, like all the same looking place with just different dishes, but they all look the same. That's very like Thailand style. So maybe it's actually good. Let's see if we can find some nasi lemak. That's what's on my mind. It's one of the most famous dishes here, but I just love coconut milk and shredded coconut. So I mean, it literally sounds so far up my alley, like more than any dish I've ever seen. So, okay, what do they have here is the question. A bunch of curries. Maybe rendang. I mean, rendang is like a curry as well. It looks delicious. I don't think they have nasi lemak here. I don't see it. I definitely would like to, you know, pair my first chicken or beef dish, whatever. Yeah, maybe there's not so much beef here, actually. Or actually, no, what am I saying? Do Muslims eat beef? Getting twisted up. I think they do. Pretty sure they do. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, I'm wrong so often. I'm not sure. I think it might be better for me to just literally look up the word nasi lemak in my maps and see what comes up nearby. Very fried, a lot of noodles. Just check what's wok and grill. Arabic? Oh, Arabic cuisine. They got the shish taouk. Lamb kebab. Hummus. I wonder if there is some really fire Arabic food here. I'm sure there is somewhere. That's, I mean, for me, like my favorite food, favorite cuisine, probably Middle Eastern in general. Yeah, like Israeli food. I mean, I love hummus. I love shawarma. I love those flavors. I love like kufta kebab, you know, lamb, different types of lamb kebab or beef kebab. Fantastic. We should go up. I guess we'll just keep going, right? We're almost to the top floor. One or two more. Looks like we're getting to more food, honestly. Wow, Mr. Tuk Tuk. Holy crap, talk about busy. That place is really busy. Even here too. Wow, okay, maybe that's a spot to go. It looks like a bunch of locals too. Celebrity Fitness. What the hell is that? Interesting. Oh, I gotta take a gander in here. Do they have like actual weights? Not here, it's just like bikes. Maybe there's a weight section too, I don't know. Interesting. Wow, this Mr. Tuk Tuk place is like absolutely swarming with people. Okay, we gotta check out this menu. Tom yum, noodles. Okay, looks like their specialty is like, yeah, tom yum noodles. There's a green curry there. 15 ringgit. Not cheap, not expensive. I mean, I don't really know prices here yet. It's like $3. So, not crazy. I mean, that's like 100 baht in Thailand. So, yeah, I think that's fair. Depends on the portion. You know, you can pay 50 baht for a curry, or you can pay 100 baht for a curry. Depends on the portion and the place. So, yeah, I think like for a mall, and like a restaurant, sit-down spot, it's not so bad. Oh, then we got Taco Bell right here. I was just about to shut the camera and I saw that. Oh, the contrast. I love it. Finally made it to the last floor here. We got the Ramen Village. So many food places. Empawa. What is that? Build your bowl. And look at all these places. These like, just like new school food places. I don't know, it surprises me how many modern food spots there are here, I guess. It's like one after the next. This mall also seemed like it was going to be not like that kind of mall. I don't know. Oh yeah, the movie theater's here as well. I wonder if they have stuff in English. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like they're showing some Indian movies, judging by the names, but maybe they also have some English ones. Not sure. All right, KFC over there. I think I could probably head out of here, find a food spot. I think I did this mall good. Don't really need anything, you know? I think we got what we came here for, which is nothing. Check out this place, Dodo Korea. Huge line. Look at this. I was wondering what that was for. It's just for this place. Must be full inside too then, huh? Interesting. Wow. Wow. Very full. All right, maybe mall food in Malaysia is delicious, considering it's full of Malaysian people in these restaurants, in these places. Oh, well, it kind of answers the question for me, right? Like this place too. And these are like sit-down spots, just full of people. I mean, right now it is 8 p.m. Still. And again, another fancy schmancy coffee spot. Absolutely full. Let's check out the ABC Bistro Cafe. Did have somebody in my accommodation tell me about it. We do have a bunch of stuff out, which is good. Yeah, I may just choose something. Don't know what a lot of it is, but some kind of curry and maybe some rice. I gotta ask if they have nasi lemak. Do you have nasi lemak?
Yeah.
You have. And you have
Chicken
rendang? You have rendang. Rendang? Rendang?
rendang.
No. What kind of chicken dish you have?
Is it chicken?
You have some without breading, not
It is
fried?
fried, only fried.
Only fried.
Yeah.
What about the ones here?
This one masala chicken, very
You have any that's not sweet? Not sweet.
no sweet. This one no sweet. This one lamb.
Lamb, not sweet, just spicy?
Sweet, spicy, yeah.
Okay.
This one very spicy chicken.
Very spicy.
Yeah.
You use coconut milk or you don't use?
No use.
Okay. All right, let's try some lamb.
Okay.
This one's just plain egg,
Yeah.
hard boiled.
This
Okay.
one set is nasi lemak, lamb. Just one set, okay.
Okay, that's good.
Drinks?
Thank you. Just bottled water is good. Bottled water. Water. Nice. Okay. Got a little chicken. No, lamb. Sorry. Let's try it out. Nasi lemak. The one that he pointed to and said very spicy. That one looked different. You know, I'm a little bit nervous to try that one, but I kind of want to. Everyone looking at me laughing. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think terima kasih. I think that's how you say thank you, right? Same as Bahasa, same as Indonesian. Makasih, terima kasih. Even selling cigarettes. Selling cigarettes in the restaurant. That's different. Here we go, first plate of Malaysian food. I don't know, we got some spicy chicken. Nasi lemak. What's the name of the chicken? Madam? Mutton. Oh, mutton. Lamb. Not chicken. I keep saying chicken. Lamb, what's the name? Lamb, what's the dish called? Lamb like curry? Curry? Okay. Thank you. Very good. All right, well, 12 ringgit. Not too bad. Let's try this out. Let's try this out, folks. Looks spicy just because of how red it is. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Wow. Oh, that was unexpectedly good. New flavors. Whoa. Try that rice. Hold on. The rice tastes like regular rice. I think it's regular rice. But the meat is amazing. I mean, maybe it's coconut rice. It is very juicy, I should say. And I keep saying chicken, but this is lamb. Wow. Tastes like Indian food almost. Tastes like an Indian curry. Very good. Very good. You know, one other thing that I don't usually have to say in Thailand that really bothers my stomach is tomato. I feel like this is probably a heavy tomato dish, or maybe it's just heavy on the chili, and that's where the red comes from. But I think tomato is a bigger ingredient in Malaysian cooking, you know, in Indian cooking, than it is in Thai cooking. Thailand, I'm always just saying no soy sauce, no sugar. People staring at me. Every single employee, like 8 people. Wow. That's really good. That's like incredible. Spiciness, I'd say 6 out of 10 spice. Not too hot. Ooh, that is good. Let's try a little bit of that egg. Got a little hard-boiled egg. Very good. Something different too. Oh, that was good. Good little first meal. ABC Bistro Cafe. You know, I don't know if the guy was recommending me that place or if he was telling me the nasi lemak place was near ABC. So I just went there. Once I saw the place and saw that there was some locals eating there, they had food out, it was like, okay, let's just commit. That was good. Very good. Ooh, we'll see how that agrees with my body. You know, I didn't eat too much, didn't overeat. Oh, well, I couldn't if I wanted to, considering I'm off the weed. This is my first day not smoking. Didn't smoke at all today, even before leaving. Usually I would just get absolutely bashed, at least before the flight, but I didn't do that. So yeah, my appetite's down for now. It'll be down for a little while until it gets back to baseline, probably in a week or two. My sleep is going to be dog shit. You know, very little sleep is going to happen in the first days, so it's going to be tough, but nothing I haven't done before. You know, it wasn't too bad the last time around in Bali. Wasn't great, but could have been so much worse. So we're gonna ride it out, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost to the end of this block again. I think that was a nice little first stroll and first entry point into KL. Tomorrow we will explore a bit more. We'll go to the city center. You know, I'll definitely have, I say, some bigger feast kind of meals that I want to have with like many different things to try. You know, I'm gonna definitely eat with my hands, very Malaysian style, Indonesian style. I ate with the spoon right there. My hands were dirty. I just wanted to eat it, and I just said, "F it, I'm just gonna eat this." But yeah, people here do eat with their hands. It is the norm. It is how it goes. And so, yeah, I'll be taking part. I actually love eating with my hands, but maybe in a different fashion. I say typically the way I've probably done it in my life, people would point at me and say, "This guy's being slobby." But then you see people do it here. You go to, originally I saw in Indonesia. That's where I started to do it. And then I would just do it when I was in New York with stuff that just made sense to eat that way. And in Thailand as well, sometimes it's like if I don't have the utensils, especially, I'll just eat the rice dish with the hands. Who cares? But I think to Thai people, it's different. You know, it's very different. And so they frown upon it and look down on it in some way. So I try not to do it like in public or something, but yeah, picked up a little habit in Bali some years ago, and then I curbed that habit, and then now I'm getting the idea of like, oh, I could do this again. I'm in a country that it's like, I just saw people doing it, and yeah. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great night, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog.